자, 자, 쉐이프 시프팅 디텍티브 시작해 보겠습니다. 시프팅 디텍티브 시작해 보겠습니다. 디텍티브 소리가 왜 울려?
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Ms. Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline.
살인 사건이 일어났다네요.
It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
오프닝부터 영상이 아주
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
입 다물으라고 시작하자마자
Exactly. Rewind.
시작하자마자 리와인드요. 헛소리 하고 있어.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Ms. Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is urged to get in touch via the department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
토리나고이
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
에이전트 엑스레이 닥치래 나보고 말하지 말라 이거지. 오케이 알았다 이 자식.
You know why you're here, don't you? The dead girl. And this.
죽은 여자. 그리고 이것.
What exactly were you thinking? You have one job. Don't get caught.
잡히지 말라고?
Do you think you can do that this time? It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called August. Find
what?
Chief DuPont. He's gonna think you're someone else. This person. This is who you are now.
교폰 반장.
Understood? Splendid.
절대 잡히지 마시오.
If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated. Deprecated.
맹비난을 당할 것이다.
We expect you to use your ability. Just don't get caught. And never, ever change into a child.
In brighter news, August resident Mia French is celebrating the return of her missing pooch, Barley. The 8-month-old Basset Hound puppy was found outside Daryl's Chicken and Ribs.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules. In particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpet's priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
된 대로.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though. There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the Murder will bring some tourists in.
쾅.
It's just you and some tarot readers at the moment.
타로 점쟁이?
It's deathly quiet.
살인자?
Yes, the murder. You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
반장님.
Chief Dupont. He's the
Dupont.
one who booked the room for you. You look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left.
오케이.
It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Just finishing.
타로 점쟁이들.
Yeah. It's a big place. Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
브라운.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading. So, what's your question, Sam? The Fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam?
뭐라는 거야?
Enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable. I'm in room 1 and that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam? Good. We're neighbours. Just knock if you need me.
별로 안
All
필요해
these
보이긴
different parts
하는데.
have issues or unresolved issues that have not been filled and have not been repaired. So I think perhaps she's experiencing issues in different aspects. It's a perpetual
이런 거를 선택할 수가 있네. 근데
circle
아무런 지금 선택권이 없잖아. 아마 정보가 있어야 뭘 선택을 하지. 이런 게임은 어떻게 찍었대? 카메라 들고 다니면서 찍은 건가?
You wish you could be. But Lena, the thing is, if you can wish it, you can do it.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I
띠뻥
wasn't sure you'd come. But I suppose you're between jobs?
쉬고 있죠? 자, 쌤.
Well, we both know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead.
찰리스트 빨간 머리.
Strangled.
교살.
I know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
타로 점쟁이.
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office
Bronwyn.
last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to lock her up. It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs.
근데
To
왜
be
안
honest, I
잡았어?
thought she'd probably been smoking something.
조사를 해야지
That's
잡았어.
why I didn't take it seriously. Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
내부에서 알아보라고?
Okay.
오케이.
I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But You help me out, I'll help you.
접속을 하겠다고?
Do I have to spell it out? I'll make your problem go away, or at least sink it to the bottom of a pile of paperwork. Your old town? The problem? Come and find me when you're settled. This is Second Chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it. What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself. Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th at approximately 9 p.m, according to the coroner, we got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m. In her bedroom, she was naked, strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at. There was one thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth.
스위커마.
I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
바이올렛에 알려주고 있네.
Born here, runs the local guest house. Lovely lady. Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
일단 다 물어보고 보는 거지, 자식.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she? Let me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
무슨 조사 자식아.
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius.
Peace. She made her decision,
이중에
and the
범인을 찾으라
resolve soothed the scratches in her throat. She tried to
I assume you've been to see Chief DuPont already? Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
에,
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they? Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest. Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend. Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already. They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking
Tarot
them to
reader,
leave,
eh?
actually. Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of
진짜
killers and
불안하겠네.
hobos. I'm sorry, it's a derogatory word, isn't it? But strange people seem to gravitate towards this guest house, Sam.
게스트하우스를
I think I'll get the sign changed.
게스트하우스를 어떻게 했길래?
I take clozapine. I
불안증.
think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
주연병원 클로저.
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me. It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere. I've driven by it, never actually been in it.
야, 얘가 범인일 수도 있는 거네 그러면.
did the demon's ritual, just different enough to work this time. The virus ready to spread. The blood stained the porcelain and he relished in it. The pain let go, finally, and that fed him too. She was dead. The demon had outgrown.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
참깨나 읽으러 온 게 아닐 텐데요.
We saw it in the cards, not images,
느낌,
feelings,
감성.
impressions. Tarot can be very
알 수가
powerful.
없네 이거.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
살인 사건에 어젯밤 9시 살인 사건.
Chief DuPont thinks I did it. I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
그럴 수 있지.
I didn't. We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but it's the truth.
살인을
We
얘기했다는
saw
적은
danger in the
제외하고
cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team.
언제부터 같은 편이었어?
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
렉시가 뭔 짓을 했는데?
She came to my room to chat for a little while. That was around 9, I think. You can ask her. I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
An empty kind of longing once. Like needing to go home after a long day of pain, finding...
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa.
실제 인물이 대사를 말하면서 촬영한 영상도 나름 괜찮네 느낌이.
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous. Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is? Everybody thinks that. It's such a cliche. The death card doesn't even mean death. Most of the time.
진짜로?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway.
검카드?
There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad. She's like my big sister, so pretty well. No. The cards told us to. Well, the cards in Rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is. No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
뭐 하는 놈들이야 얘네들.
I didn't say job. I said job. Okay. We make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions. No, you don't.
저딴 질문은 왜 있는 거야 대체?
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
매니큐어를 칠했죠.
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
Drilling into his ribcage through her paws. He lifted a numb hand and rubbed her cheek. Sleep.
You must be a new guest.
왜
Or
남자였어?
you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way. Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way, so it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
9시에 끊겨 막.
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair, a talented musician. Next victim? Whoa! Hold on a sec, we don't even know if there's going to be a next victim or not. We'll do another group reading soon, and then we'll have a better idea. We did a reading. A group reading, actually. With a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something. But I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own. Mercury, it's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it. I was in my room. Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work. My prayer that the girl would be safe.
He crouched down for a closer look.
어쩌라는 거야 대체?
The kitten's eyes were open.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
아, 변신을 할 수 있다고? 여자로도? 진심이야?
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
야, 씨, 목소리도 따라해? 뭐하는 놈이야 이거?
Tears blurred his vision. He stroked the kitten with.
What's up, Lexi? I'm sensing something's on your mind.
I'm worried about our alibi.
Don't worry about that. We don't have anything to hide. I'm more worried about Ray. Since when did he start praying?
You think he's lying?
Of course not. This is Rain we're talking about. I was just saying it's odd, that's all. Maybe he's found God?
Bones crackling and fizzing with bubbling blood. The wet towel stuck to his heel as he lifted it, unveiling the bloody.
절대 아이로는 변신하지 마라. 이랬지.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
씨. 얘
To
뭐
lap
하는
it
놈이야
hungrily.
대체?
Ivan pushed her away. Not for you, Uni. He just need.
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay. I'm okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Barely as big as his palms, he left the towel on the floor. He'd need it to clean up later.
야, 이거 변신해가면서 딴 놈하고 만나는데? 이게 다
Hi,
근데
I'm
하루만
Lexi.
걸리지 뭐. 그런데 와 한 적 없다 그러면 딴 애들
I'm Lexi.
좀 웃기네.
Not
이러고서
even she could sleep through Uni's wake-up calls.
난 걔랑
She
만난 적
was sitting
없어요.
up.
그런 얘기 한 적
Something's
없어요.
weird,
그치?
isn't it? Ron seems strange today.
How are you?
Do you think Dorota was planning on marrying Oscar?
What makes you say
Well, nothing. It's just something I thought I saw. It doesn't matter.
Did you order
Oscar?
this? He asked, his voice. Then closed his eyes, listening to her tearing the kitten's skin.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
비가 온다고?
Seated and howling.
Oh.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last. Last night, police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe.
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shore was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe. There's another room leading off it, but then I start noticing all these...
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
Have holes in them, so all these different parts have issues or unresolved issues that have not been filled and have not been repaired. So I think perhaps she's experienced.
Mercury? Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question, Sam? It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
행복하겠냐 너 같으면?
Mercury agrees with you. It's nice that you're being honest with me and with yourself.
My insecurities about your ability, perhaps, to be the person you wish you could be.
변신을 해서 만나러 가야겠다.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
어떻게 목소리까지 따라? 야 씨.
The object is that
개무섭다
you
씨.
are holding.
I mean, it's...
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what exactly, but it's not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham?
Birmingham?
I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham? Stop it?
Yes, stop it. If it's a traveller killing things.
시간 여행자의 살인.
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
Well, stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
That takes that amount of care nowadays. But this particular mangle was used to...
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
도망가면 범인이잖아. 당연히 안
You strike me
도망가겠구나.
as someone braver than that.
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even if I'm innocent?
My mind's not made up. I just don't understand why you'd broadcast your victim before you did it.
Chest is the size of a cigarette. I can see straight through it from where I sit, even with the smoke. And damsels in distress. That's what it took to pay for that alpaca cow.
깝깝하네.
Hi, I'm
일단 다
Lexi.
만나봐야겠네.
I'm Lexi.
They tell you to do something
일단
and
다
then you can't
만나봐야겠어.
resist. Except I think I shot her because I wanted to. It's a long story.
Hello, Lexi. What can I do for you?
Please don't ask us to leave. The police want alibis from everyone for last night. Please don't.
Well, I don't have one. I literally can't remember what I was doing.
Please don't ask us to.
Have you been speaking to Sam? You're safe for the minute.
That sounds ominous.
If one of your
어,
crew did murder Dorota, you can't really stay here, can you?
지가 죽였을 수도 있잖아.
Open the door. It's almost too late before I realize I'm still holding the gun. But I quickly stuff it down the back of my pants. It's hot.
일단 남자애로 다시 변신하고.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Didn't hear a thing, I tell her, smiling sheepishly. Mind if I take a look around? Oh, not a... Tour of the office takes about 5 seconds. 5 solar seconds. And then she finds...
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
형사?
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here. What we did. The real reason we're here. Our role in the
Sam's not a mind reader. At least I don't think so. Just try not to let anything slip.
Flights? It's soft, she says. It's then I realize Vanessa's body's gone. Just...
Rain, I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about Bro?
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
앉아.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendency? Crime of passion?
Maybe. Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers. And Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or maybe that's just another one of your twisted late night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
That's the only way to deal with them. That's how
이
we
선택을
deal with
뭘
them.
어떻게 해야 될지 모르겠네.
With that, she's gone. I shut the door firmly behind her and retrieved the gun firmly behind me. Just like before I shot her. Shot you. You didn't shoot me, she smiles.
다 수상해.
I
어떻게.
told you to think.
정보가
that
너무 없어. 정보가 너무 없다고.
You're dead. I point the gun at her and sneer. What do you...
정보가 너무 없어. 너무.
That's... I lower the gun. You mean like, baby?
더 이상
She
대화할
curls a
것도
finger to
없다.
beckon me over. Come here. It's your lucky day, she says.
연기 잘하네.
Yeah, you know what? My lucky day, I say. She places a softly scented palm on my forehead and
라디오
whispers,
주파수는 왜 있을까?
because you're an onomant now. Yeah.
Pains me to think that I was even on the list, but I'm ruled out because we have video footage of me in the station at the time of the murder. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night.
그걸 아까 말해주지 듣기 전에.
The tarot readers have mentioned a job. We don't know what. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, and you found out she's taking pills. Perhaps they're related. That's it.
아무도 그게 없잖아.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August, Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival?
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
뉴스가 왜 계속 반복돼서 나오지? 오스카우만.
Who are you? Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them. Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, you know, hanging out. I left at about 5. I'm playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
그렇겠지.
Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
한두 달?
No one. She was really popular. What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place you could have hidden would be in the closet, and I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Well, yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in. On all 4s. She had a few kinks, nothing weird. Yeah, a band from the 60s. I'm not discussing this with you. Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is a good boy. But we've all got different faces now, haven't we, Sam? Masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know, would you,
그렇지.
Sam?
알 수가 없죠.
She flaunts herself.
관능이라고?
Her body. Had boudoir photographs
그래
taken.
보이진 않던데.
Who do you think those photos were for, Sam? Her mother? Ask Zach Weston.
Zach Weston.
He took them. Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking. At Weston's Photographic? Off the high road? It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
4살 때 일? 저게 약간 중요한 말일 수도 있어. 저런 거 조심해야 돼.
She gets easily confused. Youth of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about. Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay, spiritually speaking. No, I wouldn't know how. I'm a tarot reader, not a medium. Maybe I should have pretended, though. Made up some fake message from her to give him some comfort. You lie once, and you just have to keep going, don't you?
그래.
Sam, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you? 당신 여기 일하러다.
We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name. It kinda did. It's hard getting an exact name out of 78 cards. But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shaw, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise. No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. We're trying to save people. I said we're trying. We have a gift. We have Mercury, the tarot. It tells us where bad things are going to happen, and we try and stop them. Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. Just... This is going to sound weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the dead. So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here. Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities. Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travelers is... Well, let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it.
Hi Sam, back for more already? I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die. No, I think Bronwyn met him though. You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say. Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars in space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. With so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me? Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing. Traveller, that's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me?
Yeah.
Oh dear, am I blushing again? There's a murder to solve. Maybe you should do that first, then me. No, not like that.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
고갈된다고? 고갈되면 안 되지, 미친놈아. 이걸 어떻게 해결하는 거야?
I'm Rain.
무슨 능력이야? 그리고 이거는 아예 변장이 아니고 변신이잖아, 변신.
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with.
뭘 생각되는지 아직도 모르겠어.
There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveller.
Like in Birmingham?
Yeah, like in Birmingham.
능력이 언제
Hi,
언제
I'm
고갈되는 거야?
Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
대체 어떻게 변신하는 거예요? 주인공이 타임 트래블러인가?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
What did you tell the police you were doing?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading? The police think...
Looks that way. Have you been feeling possessed lately?
Why possessed?
You're kidding, right?
Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to
근데
hide?
저런 얘기를 한다고? 카메라가 있으면 더
Nothing.
조심해야지.
Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Why are you looking at me like that? Anyway, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever...
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes. No.
Where were you? Bron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I'm just kidding, I was here all night. I was at Dorota's house.
No. No, you weren't. I don't know why you're saying that, but I know Bronwyn Castle and she's no murderer. Just drop the act.
오케이. 아, 골치 아프네 이거.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
뭐 없어?
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
대화가 안 되네. 없고. 렉시와의 만남. 없고.
Oscar? What are you doing here? I know. We've already talked about this. You said you'd get into Bronwyn Castle's room somehow and have a look around.
Why? How? Why? How?
I don't know. Maybe ask if you can go around. Women like vulnerable men.
Do they?
I don't know. Do I look like vulnerable men? Just do whatever you have to, Oscar. I've got to concentrate on some other leads. So, you can go now.
비가 오는군.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm
능력이 언제
Lexi.
고갈될지 모르겠는데 일단 말은 다 걸어봐야지. 없고. 브로인.
Dorota had a boyfriend.
Oscar, the guy I met this morning, the one I told you about. Yes.
What did he want?
Answers. Reassurance. Forgiveness.
Do you think he...
Not considering what he asked me to do.
남자가 나에게 요구. 뭘 요구했는데 이 새끼야. 그걸 얘기를 안 해줘.
I feel sad.
Bronwyn said to stay away from him and the family. We're drawing too much attention to ourselves. We won't be able to finish our job.
Job?
Are you wearing a wire? You know why we're here. Don't make me say it.
Say it.
No. Stop being silly.
진짜 뭔 바보 같은 소리.
Hello. I'm Rain. I'm Rain. Okay.
대체 이놈 뭐하는 놈이야?
Ah, Rain, can I help? Was there a problem?
My tap was dripping, but I fixed it.
헛소리야.
Well, if you need anything, you know where to find me.
What do you think?
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear Sam likes...
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
잘 나가니 자식아. 좋겠다 자식아. 원래대로 돌아가서
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through
에너지?
energy. tarot cards, runes, Ouija boards. They're just devices for asking questions and receiving answers. But energy is what powers them.
뭔 소리야, 씨. 정말 쓸데없는 소리만 하고 하지.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
뭐 1시간마다 뉴스를 해?
If you have anything else on Zach Weston, let me know. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection between those two.
긍정적인 사진을 왜 찍은 거야, 그러니까 애초에.
Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, you mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want?
What you want?
The Shaws. Oh. You mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy? I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names.
거짓말하네?
Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
거짓말하네?
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house, along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you asked me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portrait since she came in for a studio session. Wait there. As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello.
근데 죽었을 때 사진을 왜 이렇게 이상하게 찍었어?
This one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Oh, hang on. Do you see what I see?
뭐가 보여? 아무것도 안 보이네.
Nothing. She's just a very attractive girl. That's all. What do you mean? I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all? Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center. I'm sorry my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex. Here. I'm usually here most nights. Only the roof rats.
No? Who's that? Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together? You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions, if you find out anything like that, I'd want you to tell me.
나도 몰라 임마.
Thanks, Sam. Don't let me mourn if I shouldn't.
걔가 뭘 했는지 내가 어떻게 알아?
Who what? Who do our photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them? I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
이게 지금 잘하고 있는 건지도 모르겠어. 감이 안 잡히네, 감이. 질문을 하면서 누가 살인을 저질렀는지에 대해서 알아내야 되는데 방법이 없어, 방법이.
Do we really have to?
그럼 그래야지. 그럼 안 할 거야?
Is that what he calls it? I'm not sure what we have, Sam, and I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have it. Being with Zach is no paradise, I can tell you. It's like his reproductive genes rule every decision he makes. I just want someone who will hold the door open for me. Bring me tea in bed.
저건 또 뭐야? 분위기 썩네, 썩어. 표정 봐라. 쟤 또 뭐야? 무슨 이딴 주사라고 다녀. 얘는 뭐 하는 애길래 대체?
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a jaunt somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
정께 부리라고 있다고?
I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention Dorota.
Dorota?
He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
Dorota Shaw.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing.
뭔 소리야 이게?
Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3.
타임 트래블러 말하는 거지? 시간 여행자.
You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute.
동일한 역할을 본다.
I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds.
얘 갑자기 왜 판타지가 되냐고.
Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one. Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders.
주인공이 여행자 같아. 스토리가 점점 미궁으로 빠지네.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait? Just give me to 8, okay?
방으로. 이 여자애들을 변신할 수가 없네.
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
이렇게 변신해요. 자기 방에 들어가서 변신을 해가지고 딴 애들한테 말을 걸어서 이제 택시 호출. 잠깐만. 없네? 누가 만날 수가 없네 이걸.
I'm Zach Weston.
Weston.
Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
뭐라는 거야?
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me? Everyone's talking about...
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
문제를 일으키지.
People like what?
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
What did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Are you happy Dorota's dead?
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like.
어떤 애인지 알아?
She practically threw herself at you.
She didn't throw herself at me.
The boudoir sessions.
사진 찍을 때.
Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there.
I've seen all your photos, Zach. All of them. Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Violet. 발음이 독특하네. 야, 이거 뭐지? 증거 찾기가 이렇게 힘드냐? 이래가지고 뭐 하겠니? 애들이 다 만나기가 힘드네.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
얘 왜 있어 여기?
Did you hear about Dorota?
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celeb. Were you sleeping with her?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
That's not what I heard. That's not what I heard.
Don't sulk. You'll put lines on your face. I know what'll make you feel better.
한 놈이야. 재수없게.
I know it's a line, but it would really make you feel better. Kissing me would release your endorphins. So, smoochies?
아, 개띠껍네 진짜.
Okay. No, thank you.
I know you're waiting for marriage or the apocalypse or something.
개띠껍네. 상당히
I came
재수없죠.
over last.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
더 이상 어쩌라고.
Hello, I'm Rain.
들을 수 있는 말은 다 들은 거 아닌가 이 정도면?
You have a love.
It is quaint, isn't it?
뭐가 희한해?
It's all my parents had when they died. We are literally sitting in my
이게 정보라니
inheritance.
건물주인데.
How did your parents die?
Father died first. Heart attack. They found him in the freezer when Mother died. She had a pulmonary embolism.
왜 이렇게 병이 많이?
I didn't really talk to them much.
Freezer?
Yes, she kept him in the chest freezer because she didn't want to be alone.
미쳤네.
Stored him perfectly.
정상이 아닌데?
Still use it today.
아직도 그걸 쓰고 있대 미친. 사이코패스 아니지? 더 이상 어쩌라는 거지? 끝난 거 아니야? 다 했지. 지금 못 만난다는 거잖아, 1시간 동안.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecasts. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Sam, I've got news.
무슨 뉴스?
We've done a reading.
Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Let's hope it's not the Knight of Wands.
이 새끼들 다 짠 거 같아.
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552.
47만 4천 분이.
I know. I get asked a lot.
Bet it's a Ten of Swords.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
앨리스 몰로? 누구야
You
이거?
must be Sam.
어디 경찰하고라도 있으면 되잖아.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long, only a few weeks. We met at the gala.
Gala show?
I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house.
집으로 초대했어요.
I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie,
얘기를
that
하고
sort of
뭐.
thing. Then she kissed me.
갑자기 새 인물이
I
등장해.
was so shocked. She was so attractive. So
뭐라고?
I kissed her back.
미쳤네.
This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam. We pledged each other multiple times.
레즈비언이었어?
Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind, but she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
진짜로 통했다고?
The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be. That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker? It was her mom's. She was saving it in case she ever got married. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend.
포도 나오겠구만 이거 좀 있으면.
Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now,
John
but
Pope.
you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not
Jack
very well.
West.
He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to.
자크가
Not for
계속
him,
원했다고?
but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift.
아, 그 선물을
She
얘한테 줬어?
looked amazing. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe.
멀티
And
유니버스.
then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
멀티 유니버스 이 자식아.
I don't know what. I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine.
아니 왜 죽어? 그 소리를 들었으면은.
Just don't hurt me. Or let me get hurt.
뭐야 저건 또 씨.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
얘 넣고. 너무 띠꺼워 이 새끼.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. Couple of times, promo shoots, that sort of thing. No, she is my type though. Type of model. I'll ask her about the boudoir shoot again.
그래서 사진 찍을 거냐고 계속 물어보니? 아, 쟨 또 뭐야? 얘 배경음악 불안하게 이것도.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius.
Hello.
I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
쟤 앞에서 할 소리. 얘 정신병자야 진짜.
What's your name?
뭐 있어 쟤. 쌤.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
네.
Violet was taken by aliens in their ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you? Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. Yes, I believe I did. She was here once for something. I don't remember now.
한번 왔었어요. 저 얘기를 하면 안 되지. 애가 비밀로 해달라잖아 자식아.
I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about
근데
her.
왜 죽는다 그래?
I want to help though. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing. Yeah, she sounded blonde on the radio, but Mercury called her as a redhead. A little bit. What did you want to know?
뭐라고
A ride can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony. Yes, a rite of passage. Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it?
불공평하지 자식아. 그게 공평하니?
3 attempts? Yes, that's likely, but 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure.
그게 나한테 달렸어. 그만은 얘기하면 안 되지.
No. I can do a reading if you want.
졸라 어설픈데? 연기자가 타로 카드를 많이 안 만져봤나 본데.
Chariot. Is Zach a suspect? I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it? Yes, of course. Anything. I've already been doing that, but sure, I'll keep at it. Maybe it'll feel sorry for me and finally put out.
그마 얘기를 하면 안 되는 거잖아, 저거. Alice Monroe.
I know the name. She's off the radio. Hard to get away from it in this town. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher.
부처라고?
He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. We couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity.
정신차란이라고 무죄가 돼 그게? 말이 되니?
Because he said he'd see us again. In August. Before we even knew it was a month and a place.
Lexi.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
당신을 찾고 있어. 전개판?
Who's that? Is he a suspect? I guess he must be. Okay, I'm on the case. Just give me a minute to get ready and I'll be off.
사진 작가를 통해 알아내라.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
단지 우리가 원해서이다. 얘는
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
없네. 없고 게스트하우스 없어. 다 없네. 얘는 대체 뭐 누구랑 접점이 있는 거야 그러면? 자크. 얘는 아무런 접점이 없네. 신캐릭인데.
Hi,
Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn.
Bronwyn.
I'm Bronwyn.
이름이 브론윈이야. 발음하기도 힘드네.
Do you believe Tara can predict?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
전혀 관심이 없죠. Lexi.
Bron, what are we going to do about Ellis?
What would you do about it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think.
A few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Bron.
뭔가 잘못 얘기하고 있는 것 같아.
Hello, I'm Rain.
I'm Rain.
I'm Rain. Who is
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter. At that age where she overshares.
Is she a ghost?
고스트 같은 소리가 갑자기.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe Ellis should stay with us.
With our track record, if she gets killed anywhere near us, we'll be sent to jail, whether we did it or not.
That's cold.
I know it seems harsh, but without us, who's saving the rest of the
세상도
world?
언제부터 너희가 세상을 구했어?
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So,
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
really?
I believe Sam is going to save Ellis. According to the Ouija, this could play out in a lot of different ways, but mostly saving Ellis.
What?
Ellis could run, Ellis could die, Ellis could be saved, mistaken identity, someone else dies. There's a lot of noise coming from the beyond, but it's not just a load of voices saying Ellis will die. Sam's got this.
왜 이렇게 믿어 얘를? 대체 왜 이렇게 믿고 있는 거야 얘를?
Hi, I'm Lexi.
주인공 정체가 아직도
I'm
안 나왔지.
Lexi.
Lexi Korn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are...
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story. Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not?
Och, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal. You silly badger.
또 잘못 고를 것 같아 계속 선택지를.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by transdimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Transdimensional?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule.
야, 수백만의
But if we don't fight at
우주가
all,
있어.
zero.
수백만의 포시자가 있으면 거의 포기해야 되는 거 아니야? 그쯤이면 포기해야지. 적당히 해야 뭐.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota, I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean.
저는 능구렁이네 이거.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lex.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. You're dating Violet. I know what you did to Dorota. You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota says she...
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks.
괜찮다고. 노땡스 했잖아. 노땡스. 물병도 해골 물병이. 저거 닦기가 힘들 텐데.
A little bit won't hurt.
You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota. You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly?
You know, some women, they think a bunch of flowers means a relationship. Anyway, why are we talking about Violet? Let's talk about you.
I know what you did to Dorota. I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You seduced her.
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
못 만나겠지. 관계가 없으니까. 게스트하우스. 별로 들은 게 없는 것 같아. 열심히 얘기를 해도 별로 듣는 게 없어. 듣는 게. 별로 이제 할 말이 없잖아. 반장.
Sam, do me a favor. Go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me. We've got a new target. Alice Monroe. Alice said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room. Alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it? It's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
누가 알아? 그거에 대해 설명이 안 되는데 지금. 결국 이 반장으로 변신을 하는.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
결국 이 반장으로 얘한테 들어봐야 수밖에 없어.
Claude.
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Shh! Claude, I told you never to speak about this. Wait. So you think it's real?
I need you to tell Sam what happened.
Help what? Me? I'll think about it.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
See you again.
Why didn't you?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
얘 어디 갔어?
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
뭐?
Is it about the boudoir photo?
Am I still a suspect? Okay. Good. Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
물어보고 싶다며 뭐 미친 소리야.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
알바 아니고 솔직히. 앨리스.
Chief DuPont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down?
Yes, actually. Last year, with Dennis, remember?
Dennis?
Dennis?
Yes, Dennis. The stalker who broke into Radio August chloroformed me, tied me up, after stripping me down to my underwear. I told you about him 4, 5, 6 times, and you never did anything. Chief DuPont, yes. I'm scared.
저런 일이 있었어. 저 새끼 저거 치프 듀퐁이 아주 제대로 일을 처리를 안 하는구만 이 새끼. 새끼 일을 대충 하는구만 이거.
Never heard them together before. Rhymes, doesn't it? That's right, Sam, we don't. And Dennis isn't important because he's now Victor and works in a call centre in Sweden. So let's just keep our minds on the case, shall we? We've got a new target. Ellis Monroe. Ellis said she was in a relationship with Dorota. She kissed the girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
이 사실 지 이야기만 나오면은 지 이야기만 나오면 날로 먹으려고 그래. 졸라 수상하게 하네. 뭘 확실히를 안 해, 얘가.
I don't really want to. About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell. Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me. It's happened 5 times. Even on clozapine.
계속
With that
끌려다녔어?
strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone.
전 사라지고 없었어요.
It's difficult to explain.
어렵겠지.
Stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except The
경고는
vines
잠시
slowly
움직이는데
move and drip
경고는
with
주렁주렁 달려있어요.
pain.
Pain.
My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners,
Precious.
being experimented on.
대체 뭔 짓을 당한 거야?
They rearrange us like decorations, suck us backwards into the darkness, and then
속으로
thrust us
빨아들이는
back through the
다시
wall.
벽을 뚫고 우리를 밀어내.
And when they return me home, I'm broken.
엉망이 되어 있죠. 대체 뭔 짓을 당하는 거야?
Bruises, memories.
여행자들이야 뭐야?
She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills. I needed to confide in someone, so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stayed locked up.
어쩌라고? 한 번의 기회가 날아가면 끝이야 이거는.
Was it a gold coin? I should have known. That's the same as Birmingham. Although they beheaded the victims, they all had gold coins in their mouths. It's their way of marking their territory to prove it's their work.
대화를 안 할 수가 없네. 다 된 거 아니야? 이쯤이면 할 말 다 한 거 같은데 갈수록 복잡해지네 이게.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
뭘로 죽었니? 살아있네.
You're the detective. Monroe just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. Heavens no. I have a wife and 3 children, beloved spawn of my loins. Monroe and I are good friends, that's all. Only a madman. Or woman. Monroe is August's sweetheart. Poe and Monroe, that was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Monroe who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Monroe's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctor surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them, in exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Monroe? What makes you think she's in danger? Tarot? Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it. You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town. But that's not what really happened. It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes. The bodies were dumped in a mass grave, well, the body parts, and the pirates moved in. Yes, August was built on the blood of innocents. Kind of puts Dorota's murder into perspective, doesn't it? Dennis Piper, or Victor, as he's now known, an over-affectionate fan that read one too many Lovecraft novels, tried to sacrifice Alice, would you believe? Lucky I was here to save her. I've no idea what you're talking about, Sam. The thought that I could engineer a whole sordid scenario just so I could swoop in at the last minute and be Elle's knight in shining armor. Chilling. On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Monroe, detective. She's the only Monroe I've got.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
얘는 뭐 용의선상에서 풀렸다 그러니까. 근데 그 말도 믿을 수가 없지, 반장 말도.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest.
웃는 게 존나 재수없어.
Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach. No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man. No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up. Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
연도 뭐야?
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night, Sam. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders.
별게 다 있네.
I try for Alexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
못 바꾸면 다 죽는 거지.
Maybe. If we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating. Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Alice is in danger and you're still here asking questions. You have to stop asking questions and start taking actions.
무슨 액션이지?
This is your time. Be ready.
지금 그럴 때가 아니야. 난 계속 물어봐야 돼. 내가 할 수 있는 게 물어보는 거밖에 없어.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
그게 막아지니 그게?
Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveler inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead. I'm not sure.
오, 죽이면 둘 다 죽어?
It was weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam?
만났지.
That's what I thought, although I'm sure he said my name. Anyway, I did find out one thing. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
카드 점프리? 좋습니다.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
카드를 그냥 맨 위에서 3장 꺼내놓고 저기 점이니?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
자기라고 착각하는 거 아니야?
The lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel.
그게 자기라고 생각하는 거지.
Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
섞어놓은 게 아니고.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
조작하는 카드를 자식이.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
그들은 아직 준비가 되지 않았어. 너희는 아직 준비가 안 됐다. 이 새끼들아.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
난 변신한 시호건 날. 너희는 변신을 못하지만.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town. I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're spying on me.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police.
경찰한테 거짓말하고.
You lied to me. I'm done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
저 얘기하려고 기다린 거였어? 거짓말했구만 저 새끼 저거. 저 새끼 내가 거짓말할 줄 알았다 이 시봉새.
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
내가 새끼야 네 거짓말하는 줄 알았어. 존나 띠껍잖아 일단. 수상하잖아.
John, I'm gonna be fine.
경찰하고 같이 있어야 되는 거 아니야? 어떻게 혼자 있을 생각을 하냐 저기서. 하긴 경찰도 수상해서 이거 누굴 믿어야 될지 모르지. 죄다 수상해서
Hi.
믿을 수가 있어야지.
I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
일단 한 명이 자크가 어제 거짓말을 했다는 게 들통났죠.
What can we do to help Ella?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do?
Let's just say she's got a pretty good head start. Doesn't mean she's going to win.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotasm.
Okay, this time we'll actually stay in the same room, though. And maybe we should try and hang out with Rain and Violet, too. Group alibi. You're the best.
같이 있어야 된다면서 바로 나와버리네.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting close?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis.
그걸 어떻게 알아 너?
I can feel it.
대체 뭘 느끼는 거예요?
Do you think this
John
Pop?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at town.
So it could be him then.
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
그렇지. 방송 녹화본도 있다며 라디오 방송. 그 사람도 범인일 수 있지.
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Full of annoying voices that aren't helping me. I've only just got back from the photographer's place, so I haven't had a chance to go at it yet.
Say anything about...
I didn't ask it about you. Do you think I should?
No. Yes.
Yeah, I probably don't want to know what the Ouija has to say about you. Hi, I'm Lexi.
Lexi. 사건이
I'm
조금씩 뭔가 나오고 있는 것 같은데 힌트가 사건을 풀려면 아직 멀었지.
Do you think? Not that I know of. Chief Dupont asks me for favors, so I think I'd know.
듀퐁도 수상하다고.
Did Zach kill DeRota?
No. I saw DeRota look out of the window after he left.
그냥 거짓말을 한 거지 죽인 건 아니라
It's
이거지.
going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice,
앨리스에게 무슨 일이
it
생겼어?
will be soon.
뭐지 않았어.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveler nearby.
No. How do you know all this?
Mescaline mainly. But I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah.
네.
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley
Aldous
called
Huxley.
The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and
mescaline
basically
환각을
trips
받았어.
his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay.
니도 약을 먹었다는
My
거죠.
experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines, and I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers.
환각제 먹고
They
헛소리
kind
하는 거
of
아니야?
merge into one person, and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see. But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
환각제를 지금도 하고 있는 거야 설마?
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Violet and aliens?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
목을 장식하지.
Decorating aliens?
Strange, isn't it? Why would an alien decorate? Perhaps an alien that's not an alien?
If it's a traveller, why is it...
Well, it's a right, obviously. But the alien Violet's talking about probably isn't the same traveller. Perhaps this is something new we haven't discovered yet. Using humans as decor.
Ray, why do you pray for...
Because the traveller is so powerful. It inhabits you, and you remember nothing. It goes on a killing spree, or worse, and you're held accountable. I pray for the victims, and for forgiveness, and for the unlucky person that becomes its vessel.
Have you been a vet?
Lex, I don't know what I was doing the night DeRota died. I don't know. I don't remember. I was in my room. I was praying. But then I woke up and my hands hurt. My hands hurt. Don't you tell Bronwyn. She's got enough going on. Don't tell anyone.
이건 뭐 누구든지 이게 계속 얘기는 나오는데 증거가 이렇게 얘기는 나오는데 결국 누구든 범인이 될 수 있다는 결론밖에 안 돼요. 계속.
Hi,
사건이 좀 해결이 안 되네. 좀 진행되면서 조금씩 해결이 돼야 돼.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
한 명씩 이제 해결이 되가 나가야 되는데 그게 아니야. 그냥 계속 떡밥만 뿌려.
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
I said you were taking the pills.
Thank you, Claude. I won't forget that.
You said you saw other heads.
Yes. Other girls, younger than me. Nobody I recognised.
아무도 못 알아보겠어.
They all had red hair.
다들 빨간 머리.
Do you think this place is nearby? They all had red hair.
Yes, they all had red hair.
그래 빨간
They were
머리만 죽고 있는
all
거지.
very pretty. And they were all alive. In that moment.
그래서 빨간 머리만 죽이고 있니?
He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house.
거짓말하는 거 봐라.
I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there. Because I was protecting Zach.
자크를 보호한다고? 무슨 보호?
This looks bad, doesn't it?
정상이 없냐? 계속 떡밥만 뿌려대니까 이게 좀 스토리가 슬슬 지루해지네.
No. No, she wouldn't do that. She's the only one I told. Sam, who are you? What are you? Sam, are you a traveller? No! No, I'm gonna find Lexi. I'm getting to the bottom of this.
뭐야, 걸렸어? 걸리면 배드 엔딩 아니야? 끝난 건가 이러면? 망한 건가?
Why would she say that? That would put us both at the crime scene. Dorota was fine when I left her. She asked me to come over and watch her get her freak on, which I did, being the gentleman that I am.
존나 띠껍네 표정.
I misread the signal somewhat, as I thought I was supposed to join in, which was not the case. I think she threw a teddy bear at me or something. Ugh. After that I left. I had no idea Violet was spying on me. Don't get excited, detective. I did a criminology course. They make you buy the books.
얘 너무 띠꺼워.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
Rain.
Yeah, Dr. Tanner. She's checking up on Violet. Why are you still giving her a hard time about this? She's had it tough enough already.
시기 자꾸 바이올린만.
She's had a shopping list of medical issues. This is just the latest.
바이올린만
She might seem
감싸네.
tough on the outside, but she's frightened, Sam. About a lot of things.
다 바이올린이 범일 수 있어.
The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months, and I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that, but guess they have side effects too. Memory loss.
기억력
She's not a
감퇴가
monster. Just a little
그런 거
bit
치고는
lost.
대답도 잘하던데.
She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you. Lawrence Petrovsky, that's his real name. And no, he's not a Russian spy, but he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts.
절차상의 문제로.
About 3 months ago in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Be careful, Sam. If you're going to ask him about this, could be a flight risk.
이미
And you know,
있어.
there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you. Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one. Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. Ellis knows Violet because of the Free Radio project. Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much.
자기를 안 좋아한다 생각.
I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach.
범죄자의 착각한 게
Not
있어.
looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet.
저 웨딩.
Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you. That's it.
샤코 레인 렉시.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update.
걸렸는데?
Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
10시가 됐어. 수사를 무슨 몇 시간 안에 종료하니?
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Monroe?
집에서부터 지켜줘?
Monroe's a local treasure around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me? That's all I needed to hear.
오, 성공한 것 같은데.
Thanks for staying with me, Sam. I know it's dangerous. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you are.
보호해줘야지 그래도 어떻게.
It's almost 10 o'clock, Sam. When's it gonna be over? You said Bronwyn will call when it's safe. Should we call him now? Or are we just supposed to wait? Shouldn't I stay with you? Isn't that why you're here?
같이 숨자고 이 자식아 같이.
Okay. But I don't want to go far. I'll just be in the pantry.
같이 숨는 줄 알았네.
Let me know when it's
선택
safe.
이상하게 했잖아. 씨. 저기 숨는 거니? 너무 대놓고 있잖아. 너무 어설프잖아. 숨는 게 어디 지하 비밀 창고라도 만들어놔야지. 살려면.
Where's Ellis? Sam, where the hell is Ellis?
I'm here. I was just hiding. Sorry.
Ellis, thank God. I've been outside all the time, okay? Bronwyn Castle just called. She said the danger is over. They've done a new reading. There's another victim now. Look, Danny's outside. He's going to take you somewhere safe, okay? Sam, I think you should find out who the next victim's going to be. Then come and see me in my office.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw say they're getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents. Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air tomorrow. And Monroe, if you can hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
오이씨, 영상 계속 나오네. 좋네.
I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. I don't know, Sam. I don't know what to say. It's normally a death sentence, but with you, it might be different. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target.
걔는 뭐 내 정체 의심하고 있더만.
I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence, enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, and you should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest?
힌트도 있어?
During that whole thing with Ellis, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial. Out of those three names, who was with Dorota at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
바이올렛 아니야? 자크는 집에 갔다 그랬고 레인도 기억이 안 나. 바이올렛 레인 아니면 바이올렛인데 레인도 기억 안 난다 그랬고 바이올렛도 기억이 안 난다 그랬거든? 둘 다 없잖아.
Fine. Are you sure? Fine. Okay, I trust you, Sam. I just hope you know what you're doing. I'll get the paperwork drawn up. We'll get Violet in. See if we can't get a confession to something.
레인 아니면 바이올렛이야. 나도 모르겠어. 솔직히 너무 이야기가 난잡하게 이렇게 정리가 돼가지고 이렇게 명쾌하게 이렇게 딱 속어법으로 범인이 남질 않아 게임이.
I'm sorry. That was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way.
이 새끼가 제일 수상하네.
Hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your August update. We don't normally have them at this time, but since there's a killer on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned. I personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though, please lock your doors and stay inside. Remain vigilant. Light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beat. I can't go on. I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Sam,
이 새끼구나 이 새끼.
you're still with us.
칼라지 않네.
I had to give you a pretty high dose of Rohypnol to drag you in here. I could have killed you in your room, of course, but that would have looked pretty suspicious. Yes, I'm Rain, but I can't remember. I don't remember. I'm being possessed, but I can't get caught. They don't care, Sam. They don't care what happens to the vessel. Some sick traveller is using me as a killing machine, and then they'll just dump me. But you're gonna get me stuck in prison. I can't have that. I can't.
이게 완전
let you do
찢기잖아.
that.
이렇게 말이 증언을 제대로 다 못 들으면. 프로니?
Sam, Rain? You changed into me. Interesting. Either you're a shapeshifter and you've been playing us all along, or you're the traveller, using Sam as a vessel right now, using some freaky trans-dimensional powers.
정답이 뭔지 알 수가 없으니까.
And I think it's the latter. Goodbye, Sam.
어쩌라는 거지? 끝?
Thank you for observing that minute's silence. August has lost many good
이게
people in the
확실히
last few
앞에 대화를
days.
잘해야 되는데 앞에 대화를
Dorota
잘할 수가
Shaw,
없잖아 지금.
Violet Gallagher, and our very own Alice Munro. In a police statement released this morning, Chief DuPont has asked people to seek safety in company and remain vigilant.
다 죽고 끝난 거야 이대로?
The most recent body found with multiple stab wounds is still being examined by August's coroner. They're unable to confirm the identity or even species of the victim at this time. The killer remains at large.
이건 세이브로드도 안 되고 이 게임 뭐 어쩌라는 건지 모르겠다. 마지막에만 잘 골랐으면 성공한 거였어 그러면?
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby, but my real passion is... It's silly, it sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
너무 뜬금없다 게임이. 재시작. 재시작은 뭔데? 있어서 시작하는 거야.
Rain?
You changed into me. Interesting. Either you were a shapeshifter and you've been playing us all along, or you're the traveler, using Sam as a vessel right now.
개 뜬금없네. 여기서 재시작하면 어떡해? 좀 당황스럽다 게임. 좀 많이 당황스러운데. 마지막에 선택 하나 잘못하면 그냥 끝나는 거야. 좀 그러네요. 뭐라 그래야 되나? 너무 어처구니가 없다 그래야 되나? 너무 어이가 없죠? 상당히 당황스럽다. 진짜. 소프트웨어 데이터를 정리하여 빈 용량을 늘립니다. 정리한 소프트웨어는 저장 데이터와 홈 메뉴에 소프트웨어 아이콘만 남겨 재다운로드 결정. 너무 뭐라고 너무 당황스럽죠. 게임이 이거는 아닌 것 같은데 약간 그 뭐야 됐고 아이고 오케이. 좀 많이 당황스럽네요. 원래 오늘 저 게임이 아니고 다른 게임 하려고 그랬거든요. 일정은 다른 게임이었는데 그 게임이 저 뭐야 제목이 데스 앤드 스트 리퀘스트인가? 데스 앤드 리퀘스트라는 게임인데 이게 데스 앤드 리퀘스트라는 게임인데 카테고리 이게 방송 금지인지 뭔지 티저 트레일러 데스 앤드 리퀘스트 2 파트 5 정확히 모르겠어요. 그래서 제가 조금 찾아보려고 그러는데 정보가 잘 안 나오대요. 저런 거에 대해서 좀 확실히 해줬으면 좋겠는데 이 게임이 방송 금지 게임인지 해도 되는 게임인지 이거에 대한 정보가 어디 확실히 이렇게 나와 있는 데가 없어요. 그래가지고 뭐라고 찾을 수가 없네. 아우 2시간 반 만에 너무 허무하게 끝났죠 마지막에. 이건 뭐야 이거. 무슨 갑옷 입고 폼은 오지게 잡고 있네.
안녕.
많이 당황스러운데 되게 찝찝하게 끝났네요. 맞아. 뭐 앨리스도 죽었다는 거잖아. 앞에 대화를 이상하게 해가지고 증거를 제대로 못 들은 거야. 너무 급 끝났지 급 게임이. 근데 급 끝난 건 급 끝난 거고 너무 당황스럽고 백레벨에 여길 돌 생각을 하네. 대단하다. 깡도 좋지. 깡도 좋아요 아주. (3160) 나중에 저걸로. 무슨 카일밖에 없냐. 죄다 카일이야 그냥. 너무하네.
레서에겐 그런 일이 있었구나. 이 싸움에서 무사히 돌아온다면 할 얘기가 아니 아무것도 아니야.
한 방에 죽어요. 뭘 맞았는지. 스킵이나 만들어주지. 스킵은 죽어도 안 만들어.
그럼 슬슬 제대로 놀아볼까? 아, 왜 안 돼? 아이씨.
며칠만 했는데 진짜 왜 안 되지? 이해가 안 돼. 훈련을 잘만 하다가 왜 또 안 될까? 이해가 안 돼, 이해가. 이러면 거의 트롤이지. 정신 차려야지, 정신 차려. 나오는 게 무슨 단단한 전성석 원석 이런 게 나오면은 쓸모가 없어요, 쓸모가. 여기도 돌아주고 적당히 돌아줘야지, 적당히.
이제 내가 나설 차례네. 차였다는 말은 방어를 했는데 막지 못했다. 이런 뜻입니까?
감축이래, 감축. 지금이 10시가 다 됐네요. 뭐 오기가 뭐야. 아이고 저런, 안타깝네. 지켜주지 못해. 표시를 안 해. 그리고 일단 표시를 해줘야 될 것 같아. 좋았죠. 안 죽는 것만 해도 돼.
고생했어.
꼴찌 안 했네. 꼴찌 안 한 것만 해도 어디야 이거. 아주 성공했네. 꼴찌 안 하면 성공이야. 어떻게 된 게. 강철 같은 거 안 주니? 강철? 주는 게 없어. 맛있다. 맛있다 또 놀아주고.
나한테 무슨 볼일 있어?
아니, 너야말로 무슨 볼일 있어?
아니, 없어.
그래.
이게 뭔 미친 대화야 둘이서. 스윗 케이크. 이 사람도 태어날 맞추다 만 사람이고, 나는 맞추려다가 만 사람이야. 맞추다 만 사람하고 다르지. 내 템은 더 안 좋아.
다들 정상이 아닌 것 같아. 자동전투 용병 서비스. 레서.
야, 얘는 그래도 15왕이다. 부럽다. 음. 600, 3000. 갑옷보다 일단 무기 먼저 강화하는 게 훨씬 이득이구만 이제. 근데 무기 강화가 안 되니까 문제지. 안 되니까. 되면야 당연히. 드르르르르 가보자. 용 잡으러 왔어요. 어우씨, 팔 맞을 뻔했잖아. 아이, 저런 미친. 왜 저래? 오늘 약 받았니? 오늘 이미 약을 빨았어요. 이런 캐릭 아니었잖아. 뭘 자꾸 저 터지고 있네. 다 뒤에만 있으면 약간 정신없이 돌아다니구나. 아, 나 이거 잘 못하는데. 한 명 죽었고. 난 살았는데? 저거 빨리 눌러야 되는데 반응 속도가 느려서. 다 늙어서 그러지. 늙어서. 몸이 늙어서. 물리적 나이가 늙지 않아. 양아치? 이 새끼야. 이 새끼야 아주 그냥 무지하게 돌아다니기네 아주. 꽤나 꽂았다 그래서. 아, 왜 죽었어? 너무 빨리 썼나? 방격기를. 하나. 기둥 내 건 아니죠? 여전히? 내 기둥은 언제 뜨냐? 이래가지고 내 거 아닌 기둥만 없이 잘 뜨네. 득템 언제함? 지금 며칠째 돌고 있는데 안 뜨는 거예요 대체 난. 아 뜨긴 떴지. 돈 안 되는 기둥. 돈 한 푼 안 되는 기둥이 뜨긴 떴지. 너무 곤란한데 그래? 그게 내 득템문의 전부라고? 이베카의 목마. 서큐버스 아주 좋지. 서큐버스 보러 가자. 벨라님 듀소가 갑이지. 동의한다.
전 이 세상의 모든 굴레와 속박을 벗어던지고 제 행복을
고였어.
찾아가는 말은 방어를 했는데 막지 못했다. 이런 뜻입니까?
그거를 출발하고 나서 얘기하네. 이 새끼도 개 알박하네 진짜. 존나 알박한 거 봐 인간. 가만히 아무 말도 안 하고 파티 만들고 있다가 출발 누르고 나서 이제 두 번째라 실수해도 양해 부탁드려요 이러고 있어. 안 하느니만 못하는 대화지. 굳이 얘기할 필요 없는 거. 물론 처음 가는 사람도 있고 두 번째 가는 사람도 있고 다 있지만 굳이 얘기할 필요는 없잖아 저거. 아 뭐야? 뭘 맞아 그러지? 왜냐면 보스가 작아가지고 음식이 더 안 보여. 뭘 때리는 거지? 아씨 망했네. 내용 맞아. 뭐하고 있어? 움직여 좀. 몇 초 나오는지 안 움직이겠네. 그치? 존나 섹시한 거 같아. 서큐버스 퀸보다 더 세 어떻게 되게? 이게 그냥 서큐버스 아니었어? 뒤질 뻔했죠. 잘 가. 잘했어. 그럴 수 있죠. 또 여모가 안겨주네. 패턴이 너무 뭐 같아서. 일단 내 눈이 안 보여. 제가 뭐 공격 동작을 취하고 있는 건지. 그게 제일 중요하지. 혼자 오면 좀 보일 건데. 와 미쳤다 진짜. 5초. 한 더럽게 못하죠? 아이씨 뭐 땄어요. 순간이동 한 수도 골랐네. 아이씨 개극혐이. 진짜. 이러지 마. 아 뭐야 못 눌렀어. 아 미친 뭐하냐 진짜. 에이 극혐. 완전 묻어갔다 이거. 아무것도 모르겠네 패턴.
고생했어. 했어.
셀렌의 봉인된 힘이란 것도 있네. 저런 게 있었어? 익숙해질 때까지 바삭 돌아야 되는데 원래. 아직도 날로 먹었네. 몇 바퀴만 돌아서 좀 억지로 익숙해져 볼까? 개 양아치 새끼 크리티컬. 스펙이 좋으시구나. 그래서 이렇게 싸가지 없게. 됐다. 네 명 이상 추가 보스. 보스에게 피해가 35% 이상이면 하나의 추가를 추가로 얻습니다. 용사의 인장을 하나 추가로 얻습니다. 이런 게 있네. 대항력. 테크닉. 야, 세다 세. 최대한 안 죽게 잘 해야지.
타였다는 말은 방어를 했는데 막지 못했다.
최대한 안 죽게 해보자. 포션을 미치는 듯이 빨더라도. 아우, 너무 죽었어. 아직도 저런 놈이 있네. 참. 역시 옛날부터 하던 놈이라 옛날 버릇을 못 고친 거 뭔가? 변신도 쓰고 잘 해보자. 아 왜 안 나가 자꾸? 저 얼마나 넣었어? 미치고. 저도 웃겨. 아, 내 쪽으로 오지 마, 미친. 아, 저, 씨. 그거를 나한테 끌고, 와. 응? 왜 맞아? 일부러 맞았나? 아니구나. 잘 가. 서큐버스 Q는 약한데 서큐버스 그냥 서큐버스는 왜 이렇게 세? 아, 안 돼, 제발. 빨리 잡아라, 빨리. 한 명만 더. 아이씨. 거기서 볼팅을 스택한다고? 으아. 거기서? 야, 누워있는 포즈가 너무 정당하잖아.
고생했어.
나 누워있는 포즈가 너무 껄쩍지근한데. 진짜 아무것도 안 나온다. 근데 강철은 잘 나오더만 또 안 나오네. 하긴 얘네가 나오는 확률을 높여줬을 리도 없지. 그날만 잘 나온 걸, 그날만 잘 나온 거지. 둥글둥글. 와우, 멋있다. 개멋있다. 16강 미쳤나봐. 최다 15강인데 16강이면 몇이야? 3750이야? 13강부터 높아지나 보네. 뜻깊은 소망, 무건의 결의, 여명, 뜻깊은 소망, 신속한 마음. 은은한이 아닌데. 공속을 무지하게 맞췄구나. 대단하다, 대단해. 엄청나시네요. 한 1300 메이트. 오늘 일이 있어가지고 길게 못하는데. 저거 왜 따로 있냐? 이게 두 번째 나온 거구나. 7200. 오늘 여기까지 해야겠네요. 스위치 옛날 게임 하나 해봤는데 너무 찝찝하게 끝나서 개인적으로도 재미없었고 별로. 내일은 또 다른 게임 해야겠네요. 오늘 봐주셔서 감사하고 다음에 뵙겠습니다.